What is the iFi Neo iDSD? Who is it for and how does it sound? Is it worth your hard-earned dollar? Let's dive in and find out. What's up, Bassheads? Stuart Childs here, HomeStudioBasics.com, helping you make sound decisions leading to a beautiful audio experience that will make you fall in love with music all over again. So, what is the iFi Neo iDSD and who is it for? This Burr Brown combo amp DAC targets the gamer / audiophile / producer / casual listener demographic with its coaxial input, optical input, USB 3.0 Type B, as well as balanced XLR outputs and unbalanced RCA outputs. iFi supplies a 5-volt power brick as well. It has a single-ended 3.5mm and iFi's usual 4.4mm balance connection. It supports all high-res including DSD 512, PCM 768, MQA 384K, and Bluetooth 96K. Bluetooth support includes aptX, aptX HD, aptX Adaptive, aptX LL, LDAC, HWA/LHDC, AAC, and SBC up to 2496K. Just think about Forrest Gump in the scene where Bubba's trying to explain to Forrest all the different types of shrimp you can cook. Press the analog volume dial in once to pause and hold it 3 seconds to adjust the brightness on the display. Press the button to the left of power to cycle through input and output options, as well as enable Bluetooth. With the unit off, hold in the knob and then press the power button to enter variable / fixed mode selection. Turn the knob to cycle between them and press the button once more to accept. This is the first amp DAC I've come across that's completely feasible with a pair of dedicated studio monitors like the LSR 305s, Yamaha HS7s, as well as any monitor with balanced TRS or XLR connection. Say what?
Yeah, that's right, you heard me correctly.
I can game with it on my PS4 via its optical input and pretty much connect it to anything in a home theater that outputs coax. Add to that, you can use it on your desktop via USB, connect it to any set of speakers you want,
and hook it up to a separate amp later on down the road if need be.
It's got an OLED display and a built-in MQA decoding for easy connection to Tidal. Just set the DAC to exclusive mode to see the formats change depending on the track in question. On the front there's a power button and Bluetooth pairing mode button, both of which you'll appreciate if you're tired of amp DACs not having an on-off feature. For Bluetooth, press and hold the button next to it to enter pairing mode, find the unit on your phone and you're good to go.
Woo! How does it sound though?
In a word, stupendous.
See what I did there?
Marco made fun of me for being a synergy nerd this time around, but I was telling him on Instagram how I truly felt like I was hearing more going on during the intro music in Fallout 4 on console. I've heard the song hundreds of times, but I felt like there was a deeper layer to the track that wasn't covered with my K702 and the Neo iDSD, something in my life I never thought I would experience. Another perfect example is the movie Reservoir Dogs. I was freaking out during the entirety of the film because I kept hearing all sorts of stuff in the background that I never could have imagined was there. This is astounding to me considering I've seen the film dozens of times. I'm specifically referring to the rendezvous point, the garage where they all meet up after things go awry.
You kids shouldn't play so rough. Somebody's gonna start crying.
The sounds and noises you'll hear are truly eerie and give new life to the film. You'll be completely immersed, paying attention to even the most minuscule of details. Now I fully realize that this could just be the K702 revealing those sounds, as I actually haven't ever sat down and watched the movie with headphones and a good amp. Headphones used include the Deva, K702, HD600, KSC75, KPH30i, K612, SHP 9500 and 9600. I mostly use the K702 for gaming and film and alternated between the rest of them for music.
This DAC is the real deal.
Hearing these sounds that I was previously unaware of had me smiling from ear to ear. And with music, it's more of the same. Its less than 1 ohm output impedance gives a smidgen of warmth, and I really do love the way it portrays sound. Everything seems a little bit more fleshed out and detailed, and if you've been with me for a while, you'll know my growing disdain for amps and DACs. The Neo iDSD is surely an exception. At about $700, is it worth your hard-earned money? Let's consider price to performance as well as everything you're getting in the package. 1. It sounds phenomenal and you can play any high-res file you want with it. 2. You can game with it on console and it's incredibly detailed. Great FPS rig, great for film. 3. You can hook it up to any speaker or studio monitor, unbalanced or balanced. Perfect desktop rig. 4. You can hook it up to a separate amp via its RCA outs. 5. It supports high-res Bluetooth. 6. It has a remote. You'll never have to move ever again. 7. You can situate it horizontally or vertically with the supplied holster. What about some of its downsides? 1. The USB cable is way too short. Please, iFi, for the 100th time supply a longer cable. 2. No batteries included with the remote. This is a $700 product and you can't include a simple 3-volt lithium battery? Most people, including myself, don't have one of those lying around. 3. Power output unbalanced is a bit disappointing for a unit of this price. I'm turning the volume up most of the way with the Deva K702 and HD600 with roughly 14 decibels headroom. That's fine if you don't plan on running anything more demanding, but 300 ohm was pretty much the ceiling for this one single-ended. I was expecting it to drive the Deva a bit easier and that just wasn't the case. That said, I think the price for what you're getting is very good, and if I'm you, I'd consider purchasing by virtue of versatility alone. In all honesty, if it had an XLR mic input on the front, I'd buy it in a heartbeat because I would have everything I need in one single package as I record vocals, raps, etc. Most people that just listen to music don't need that, so for them this is the perfect solution.
He is the one.
If you don't plan on trying to power more demanding headphones. Click my review down below to see the latest pricing and leave a comment if you need some help. If you love what I do here and you want to support the channel in a more personal way, consider joining the Patreon. I'll leave a link down below for that as well. Last but not least, don't forget to ask me about my grandchildren. Don't ever give up. And always remember to keep it dummy thick!